8 today, and that could be, in many judges' viewpoint, his international position.
And the man Andrew Kembury will need to keep an eye on, Hemi Taylor. Not as tall as the Neath man, he is powerful and tactically astute. As you'd expect from a New Zealander, he can exert immense influence on Newbridge's style of forward play.
In the centre for Neath today, last year's Welsh youth captain Scott Gibbs making a big impression in his first senior season. Creating a try here for that man Thorburn.
Paul Williams knows every blade of grass on the knoll. Will that be to his advantage today, back in the Newbridge colours?
Who'd have thought that after 3 matches of the new leagues, the Nethley would be propping up the Premier Division? The most successful side in Welsh Cup history have a reputation for free-flowing, exciting and above all winning rugby. This season, though, they've only a solitary point to show for it. An opening match draw against 13-man Pontypridd.
So Neath Rugby Club looking to do the business then here today. 3 victories out of 3 to date. Newbridge today playing their 3rd away game out of 4. Scott Gibbs then, the long-term replacement there in the centre for Alan Bateman. The replacements for the 2 other rugby league-bound men in the back row, the youngster Kembury and Ian Callaghan, another youth cap last year. A 3rd youth cap on the left wing there for Newbridge, Jonathan Westwood. Inside him, Newbridge able to field for the first time in the league this season their first choice centre pairing, Chris Manley and Matthew Kehoe. Allen has been dropped in the 2nd row and there's no room for the skipper James in the back row. Today's match referee, Robert Yeaman, so nice to see him fully fit again. He takes charge of one of the New Zealand matches in France. So it's Paul Thorburn then, the Welsh skipper, who gets this game underway, down to that man Paul Williams. Beautiful still day here, but it's Glyn Llewellyn then. Jeff Bird, the ball going forward on the charge here then by Andrew Sutton, but the referee's whistle has gone. Ball going forward, so they'll be called back then for a scrum. In fact, it's a penalty award decision by the referee, and offside there against Newbridge. Ken Waters being told by the referee there the exact reason. So the ball then with Paul Thorburn. And the ball going over the dead ball line, so that will be a 22 dropout. Paul Thorburn, Welsh Rugby's man of the moment. David Rees then of Newbridge, the Newbridge fullback. Giving the ball though to Paul Williams. He reckons he's got a few secrets up his sleeve of where the Neath weaknesses might be in this game. Taken by Whitson, half taken in fact, the hack into touch by tight head prop there, Simon Jenkins for Newbridge. So the first line out of the game. Kevin Phillips, the Welsh skipper of course, the Neath skipper of course. Previously the Welsh skipper in Namibia waiting to throw in. He has Glyn Llewellyn at the front. With the ball down on the Newbridge side. Scrum half Steve Feely waits. The call, though, there is for the drive by the Newbridge forwards. Good play by them. So when the referee's whistle goes, he points towards the Newbridge side as they're the side moving forward. Kenny Waters then, the Newbridge hooker, packing down in the middle of that front row. As Steve Feely, this diminutive but talented scrum half fields, goes for the little run himself. Looking now then for back row support. Good play by Paul Williams. Chris Manley with the kick. Forcing Thorburn across field with plenty of time. Taking control of the ball. But unable to find touch, but the ball knocked forwards. And an offside decision there by Robert Yeaman against Newbridge. Kevin Phillips, always alert for the opportunity to take it quickly, but cooling things down there, giving the ball to Thorburn. And this time, Paul Thorburn making no mistake. Newbridge beaten at Swansea last week, having done so well against Cardiff. Collins taps it down. He's the replacement for Andy Allen. Chris Bridges then waiting to feed. The scrum very low. But this time, Kembury and Neath trying to take control. Ball at the feet of Kembury. Jeff Bird with the high tester for David Rees. Scott Gibbs coming up with him, a nasty ball. Reese standing to this down, does he? The tries awarded. And it's Martin Morris, the international blindside flanker then, who gets the first try of the game for Neath from that mistake by the fullback David Reese. The ball with Jeff Bird and a high testing kick and a swirling wind here at the Knoll this afternoon, making it extremely difficult here for David Reese. Just swirling away from him at the last moment. A difficult ball, unable to take it. Scott Gibbs there up quickly, unable to get to it, and Morris touches down. Coburn with the kick then, and that's a successful conversion. So Neath then in the lead by 6 points to 0.
And really this was a superb kick coming from Bird. High in the air, just short of the line. Reese somehow not quite firm on his feet, lets the ball loose, unlike the day against Cardiff a couple of weeks ago when he was able to take the ball so well. Morris gets the try.
Coburn taking it quickly there. Hemi Taylor, the man back. Straight out surely. Paul Coburn not too happy with that one, having taken the initiative.
It's not the kind of start that Newbridge would have wanted, surely. You know, they would have come here with some trepidation to begin with, thinking of the scores that they've had against them at the Knoll recently. To go 6-0 down so soon in the game is something to play back.
Yes, Newbridge beaten here 43-4 and 73-3, although in the 80s overall their record was a good one. 11 victories out of 22 games played altogether, 4 of them here at the Knoll as they go driving on. And the penalty award is against Neath. So a great chance then here for Newbridge to get back into the game. Newbridge surprisingly using David Reese as their kicker with his shot in front of the post. He makes no mistake. So Newbridge then immediately back into the game. Healy feeds, a quick strike, the pick-up by Hemi Taylor. Support from Williams, the ball into Manley. Good support from Crane, good play here by Newbridge. Bailey, chance on the right wing for Alan Harris. Alan Harris, the ball's still alive on the Newbridge side. Crane taking it in. Here they look for second phase possession. Robert Seven in there as well. Newbridge again, moving it forward. But that ball not going to come out, but as they've got the momentum, Newbridge again will get the footing.
And good play originally by Hemi Taylor here. Look the way he picks up the ball from the scrum and aims for Neath's midfield, taking and sucking in some of the players in there. Good play by Manley then, taking the ball short and looking for support. But in the end, it seems to me that with feel of the ball here, that the running out of support play outside. But good play originally by Hemi Taylor.
Newbridge then with the put-in. Again, a good strike, allowing Taylor to take it on. David Reese, the kick for Alan Harris, showing his pace, he's going to get there. So what a tremendous try then for Newbridge and for Alan Harris, putting the visitors into the lead for the first time. A tremendously quick strike there for Newbridge by Kenny Waters, allowing Hemi Taylor there to drive, and that created the space. Alan Harris then showing his tremendous pace, going past the Neath defence, Kembury corner flagging, but unable to stop Harris. Kevin Phillips then, having been given his instructions. Whitson poised in the middle. Llewellyn at the front, but taken in again by Newbridge. Waters, the hooker, the man in control there, calling on Hemi Taylor to take it on. Newbridge looking to roll them all. Moving forward, stay on your feet is the call. That's a good call. Fine control play here again by the Newbridge pack. Showing again the form they displayed against Cardiff, but yet again another indiscretion. A fist going in there. and the second one for 10 metres, and Newbridge really will kick themselves there. As is Thorburn who takes it on to Kevin Phillips for Neath. Looking for support from John Davis, number 3. On and drive Neath. Here's a platform for them. Bridges to Bird, to Thorburn. Thorburn trying to create a gap in centre field. Pushed back though by Paul Williams. Taken on by Ian Callaghan. The feet's going in right in front of the referee. Martin Morris, the number 6. So this time then it's Neath with the indiscretion.
Well, silly play by both teams, in fact, losing the advantage. First it was Crane for talking, and then it was Morris going over the top there, using his toes on the body, on the floor. Silly play by both teams.
Kembury again trying to control the ball at number 8 as Newbridge put on the pressure, but offside surely? No, maybe the ball nudged forward, so the scrum then will go to Newbridge.
And Feely thinking, I think, that the ball had already emerged from the scrum so that he could chase it.
Yet again, a good quick strike by Ken Waters. Hemi Taylor driving and at the back row, getting good support from Peter Crane. Good play then by the Newbridge forwards. Paul Williams dummies the kick, goes for the gap, past Matthews. The platform again here then for Newbridge. But the ball lost, stolen by Neath. Thorburn in the outside half position. To Bird, to Leahy. Graham Davis coming back in field. First chance for him. On then goes Callaghan. Thorburn this time playing scrum half to Bridges. Chance again then for Leahy. But the ball doesn't go forward. No, in fact, the line out is given. So Neath then showing some enterprise.
Well, yes, it was Williams. Paul Williams are taking the ball into that loose scrum, but it's Neath that comes away with it. And in these situations, Neath love it, where the ball is given some air, plenty of players around, some good passing, lovely switch pass there to Graham Davis coming from Leahy, and really Neath very happy, Callaghan in support when the ball is given this kind of free air. They're looking so promising and so good when attacks like this come along.
So a promising position this then for Neath and for Chris Bridges. Kembury with the control. Bridges. The flick pass to Leahy. Leahy going for the line. So the Cornishman turned Welshman Colin Leahy then celebrates his 100th appearance for Neath with the try that puts his side back in the lead.
Well, he did well here. It didn't look all that promising because he wasn't starting from a good position. Look, there's no momentum there, but he still brushes tackles away, and I'm sure that Newbridge blame the tackling rather than the expertise of Leahy there.
All starting when Chris Bridges made that lateral little run, and as Gerald said, not very promising. Leahy so strong, though, getting through 2, 3, 4 tackles to get to the line. Paul Thorburn, no problem then with the extra points. So Neath again are back in the lead. An intriguing match here for both sets of supporters as Waters goes long. Taken by Hemi Taylor. Gets support from Peter Crane. Going through the tackles, Leahy 13. Trying to stop him, but the possession is again with Newbridge. Williams using Waters again. Showing some pace, the hooker. Good support play by Paul Williams. Back inside now then. Taken on by Keogh. The pass into Roberts. A very promising position this for Newbridge. The drive on. Oh, stopped though by Neath. But again, play alive on the Newbridge side. Just a few metres out from the line. Roberts goes driving in. Once again he's held up, but the referee had spotted an earlier infringement. Offside against Neath.
This is a wonderful response coming from Newbridge. After that Leahy try, back they come, Newbridge on the attack, and some wonderful play, some good handling, and particularly, I think, the support work. Coming here, it's Waters, I think, is driving there on the right flank, and Williams, unless what happens next, when the ball does break down, Williams is tackled, he goes to ground, and the support work coming from Keogh here, and then again coming from Jenkins this time. The support work here, the close drive work of the Newbridge players. Excellent play by them, forcing Neath back on their heels, but at the same time retaining possession.
Feely then. The ball, dummies the pass. Waters on the drive. Just held up short of the line. Newbridge tried to drive him over. And this will be, by the look of it, a scrum 5. Great chance then for Newbridge, once again, to get back into this game.
A terrific response from Newbridge coming at this stage, having gone down by about 5 points. Here they are on the Neath line.
So the view then from behind the Neath posts as Steve Feely feeds for Newbridge. Hemi Taylor looking for the secondary drive. Pretty static at the moment. Wanting again the drive from his forwards. Finally the ball released. Keogh the long pass, race up from fullback. Chance there to put Westwood in. So Newbridge delaying the release of that ball. Fatally, it would seem, from that scrum.
But wonderful really here, come from Neath, in fact, the way that Newbridge want to get the push, the second shove on, but Neath by this stage have locked the ball, locked the scrum rather, but promising move, but this pass coming from Rees really wild in front of Westwood.
The whistle's gone then for half-time, so after a topsy-turvy but interesting first half, Neath at the interval leading by 5 points. 12-7 then still to Neath as we rejoin the action in the second half. Newbridge with a replacement hooker on, Steve Jones for Ken Waters. Another poor kick by Jeff Bird. And it's Newbridge who go on then through Andy Sutton. Good drive by the Newbridge forwards. Looking now then for clean possession. On they drive. Fine play. Out on the left wing to Westwood. Nice little kick across field. Looking for a favourable bounce. It's Feely in there. Newbridge looking to get back into this game. Just a couple of metres out. The replacement Steve Jones goes in there, trying to wrestle it back. But that ball's not going to come out. Paul Thorburn looking towards the touch judge, having spotted something, but his Neath side are now having to defend. So that's the view again then, from behind the Neath posts as Steve Feely feeds that scrum. Newbridge looking for the secondary drive and getting it this time. Hemi Taylor with the ball at his feet. They'll have to go down once again. So 10 minutes then into the second half as Steve Feely feeds the scrum, trying to catch Neath offside. Neath holding them so far. And it's Hemi Taylor, picks up, goes for the drive, tackled by Martin Morris. So good defensive play then by Neath there. And Newbridge without the real power.
And the way they managed to lock the scrum again, just as they did right at the very end of the first half. Here again, Newbridge trying to go over that secondary shove, but Neath just locking the scrum and holding it.
They certainly benefited in the first half from some quick strikes, but that's another slow one. Hemi Taylor picks up, goes for the drive, held up just short of the line. Feely number 9 waits, but Newbridge are penalised. Holding the ball in there, not releasing. So a chance lost then for Newbridge.
It would well have been worth Newbridge's while, I think, to think something else up at this stage. This is the third time I'm asking where the pressure's at the scrum. This time it's Hemi Taylor driving, but Neath's defence equal to it.
Kevin Phillips doing his job then, winning that ball. Bird raking in the low kick this time, but not enough power there. And David Rees keeps it alive, but that's a dangerous trick for his side. Chance for Alan Edmonds on the right wing. Edmonds getting support from Matthews. Gibbs. The ball again has gone forward. So again, it'll be Newbridge ball. Hemi Taylor then. But the interception by Chris Bridges. And Bridges can go all the way. So Newbridge then making a real mess of that, allowing Chris Bridges, the Welsh scrum half, almost 20 minutes into the second half to get his third try in the league for Neath. The quick strike by Newbridge looked to put them in pole position, but the interception there by Bridges, and plenty of room there over the 22. No problem, David Rees coming across, but Bridges getting easily to the line.
And the surprise is, of course, that it's Hemi Taylor who gives this pass. He picks it up at the scrum. He's normally so sound there, but he gives the pass. Bridges intercepts it, and he's got all the way to go then. He's a clear way to the line for his try.
In the meantime, Paul Corbin has missed with the conversion, but Neath, I'm sure, pretty happy with the scoreline. The replacement hooker doing his work then for Newbridge. Feely getting it away to Williams. Looks to open up the game. Dangerously inside his own 22. As in and go the Neath forwards. Llewellyn forwards. Leaves it off for Bridges. Bird. Leahy. Corbin up from fullback. Goes for the gap. Almost through it. Not on by Newbridge, but play allowed to continue. Chris Bridges beneath. Kevin Phillips. Barney. The replacement. Tries to get the ball back in field, but it's Collins there with the interception for Newbridge. Into the last 5 minutes then of this game. Llewellyn, the old 1-2 with Kevin Phillips. A platform here surely for Neath. Bridges held back, penalty awarded. Paul Corbin, 2 conversions so far then, taking his points tally in the league to 46, looking to make it 49, striking the ball superbly. So then it's Corbin, surely, who has sealed this victory for Neath. 12 points clear then for Newbridge. Jones again going long, taken in by Crane. So a chance maybe at the end of this game then for Newbridge. Rees into the line, Manley the little chip through. Plenty of Neath men back though, and Edmonds in particular, a bit of a wild pass, but Corbin, with all the confidence in the world, really enjoying this early part of the season, Paul Corbin.
And when he does something like that, it shows too the confidence that he himself has in himself, something that hasn't always been apparent in Paul Corbin's play, but he's a man now very much on his toes rather than his heels. It's a good season for him so far.
The ball released then for the backs. Matthew Kehoe. In from the left wing is Westwood. Beautifully tackled over, the ball alive again to Manley. Harris. Tries to get in the cross kick. Bridges the man back. And kicking it really anywhere. David Rees. One very last chance, maybe for Newbridge. Outside him is Matthew Kehoe. David Rees injects in pace. Getting back inside. Slack tackling by Neath. Support from Jones, the replacement hooker, but he's charged over. Paul Corbin again getting in the tackle and delighted with the victory salute. Victory for Neath then and for Paul Corbin. By 19 points to 7, they stay on top.
We've got some great running rugby coming up for you after the break. 9 tries and 64 points from here at Stradey. And from New Zealand, the highlights of the match between Auckland and North Harbour. Join us in a couple of minutes.